Hello, and welcome back to the Pish Posh Podcast YouTube channel. Today I'm going to go over a journaling prompt or a Thanksgiving activity to do. I did this last year, and I actually looked back at this journaling prompt that I did and looked back at it throughout the year, and it made me happy, so I wanted to share it with all of you guys. It is somewhat similar to the Halloween themed prompt, so if you haven't seen that video yet, just go and look on my channel, see the videos. That was a really fun one. This is a list. So, writing down 100 things that you're thankful for. So this is part 1, journaling prompt. Part 2, get to know me, because this is 100 things that you're going to know about me real quick here. So really, the prompt is really simple, guys. Write down 100 things that you're thankful for. That's it. So I wanted to read what I wrote on my blog post last year about this, because it is a lot easier once you get past the initial uncomfortableness of writing these things down. So we start thinking about things we're thankful for, and obviously we talk about our usual suspects, is what I always say, your family, your friends, and then you're like, oh, what else am I thankful for? I don't know what else to say. But once you get going, you will really write down so many things. And I know I got my Christmas tree in the back. I'm one of those people. I love Christmas. Not so much Thanksgiving, but I really do enjoy this prompt, and I need to redo it for this year. But I'm going to read you what I wrote down last year, the 100 things. So it will, one, kind of give you some ideas if you're kind of struggling, but I promise more things will just come to you. So for some reason, it was kind of hard to think of these, even though we have so much to be grateful for in our everyday lives. Like, there's so much to be thankful for all the time. This year is a little bit tougher, but there's always things to be grateful for. We just kind of struggle to recognize it. So I decided to write down a list of 100 people, places, things, ideas, abilities, all those kind of things, in a list, so that I can look back on it whenever I am feeling down and really need to recognize there's so much to be thankful for. So there's a lot of stuff on here. It's going to tell you a lot about me. So it's from things to my favorite places, my favorite foods, people in my life, things I take inspiration from, all kinds of things. So that's the prompt. So if you don't want to hear any more about me, that's perfectly fine. Just write down 100 things. I did it in Excel. I think that was easiest, but you can do it on a Word doc, whatever you want, and then have it somewhere that you can look back on it throughout the rest of the year. So that's it. That's the prompt. Write down 100 things that you're grateful for. 100 things. It's a lot, but it will really make you feel like, whoa, almost overwhelmed, because there really is so much to be thankful for. Okay, so I'm going to talk about my things, which makes me a little nervous to tell all of you guys on YouTube, because who knows who's going to see this. But here we go. So whenever I'm doing like gratitude lists, I like to get the main things just out of the way quickly. So, which seems kind of weird to say, but like, number 1 is family, number 2 is friends, number 3 is my boyfriend, number 4 is a home, and number 5 is my career. So that's kind of the things that we will always say when you're sitting around the table with your family maybe, but you have a lot of other fun things that you can be thankful for in your other everyday life. So those are the usual suspects, as I always say. Here's the rest. Podcasts, chicken wings, mimosas, football, huge one for me, huge. Stevie Nicks, another huge one for me. I wrote down Seinfeld, my hometown of Port Angeles, Washington, Parks and Recreation, the TV show. I love Leslie Knope so much. Bend, Oregon, one of my favorite places in the world. My education from Washington State University. Go Cougs. Coffee, a necessity. Eggs Benedicts, a healthy body. The Ladygang podcast in particular, one of my favorites. Cozy blankets, Swedish Meatballs. These kind of just bounce all over the place too. So it's kind of funny to read back and be like, oh, I went from like inspirational people to Swedish Meatballs. But, it's just fun. Road trips, Lizzo, snow days, Wendy's. Okay, in the comments, write down your favorite fast food places, and if you're going to put them on your gratitude place, because Wendy's is mine and they're on my list. Cabins, my experience at Pays to Be Brave, which was a conference that I went to last year. The coast, I love the coast so much, that's my favorite place in the world. Red Bull, waffles, Luke Combs, dive bars, Big Little Lies, the series. I read the book too, but that TV series is just beyond, guys. Wool socks, cowboy boots, the Gorge Amphitheater, music venue in Washington, Thunder and Lightning, my years dancing. I danced for like 14 years. Breweries, roller coasters, stand-up comedy, woodwick candles. I love those with the little crackly sound, the best. Orange, my favorite color. The ability to learn, concerts, Christmas, bonfires, all of Casey, my boyfriend's woodworking projects that are around the house, college basketball, bridges. I love looking at cool bridges. Grey's Anatomy, mashed potatoes, Hood River, Oregon, another fun destination, puppies. I mean, if that's not on your list, guys, come on. 80s music, s'mores. Oh, I really want to make a s'more this weekend. I hope we can. Dry shampoo. Guys, everyday things that we take for granted. Dry shampoo, it's on the list. Small businesses, painting, the ability to improve, always get better all the time. Top Chef, one of my favorite shows. Laughing, just simple. Gig Harbor, Washington, which when I wrote this on the list last year, I did not live here, and now I do. Manifestation. Foggy mornings, books, jean jackets, Dairy Queen blizzards. My favorite Dairy Queen blizzard is the Turtle Pecan Cluster. You can comment yours below. The forest, weddings, small tourist towns. I love tourist trap towns. I love those. The cheesy ones. Love it. Pumpkins. Huge pumpkin guy. I transferred all of my pumpkins that were around the house and I put them on my tree. I got to do a whole little video about my tree. It's antlers and pumpkins. I love it. Okay. The Glorious Sons, my favorite band. Biscuits and Gravy. The ability to travel. Rough for this year, but still grateful for it. Great teachers. Cows. I love cows. Jello shots, my bullet journal, skiing, fireplaces, watermelon, slow mornings, ferry boats, brownies, chicken parm. There's a lot of food on my list. I love food. Disney, Halloween, my favorite restaurant, Toga's Soup House, county fairs, bacon maple bars, fishing, the ability to create, Broadway musicals, rainy days, mountains, cozy robes, planners, country music, margaritas, and then number 100 on my list last year was anyone who made it to the end of the list. So anyone who's watching this video, anyone who listens to my podcast, I'm so grateful for you. People who are just supportive of me, that's all I could ever ask for. So this was a quick little rundown of things that I'm grateful for. Hopefully this inspired you. I know it's hard to start writing down 100 things. It's overwhelming, but if you just keep going, there's so many things in our life that bring us just joy, light, all those wonderful good feelings. So that is the prompt, and it might take you a couple days. It's a great thing to start on Thanksgiving and kind of keep going through the weekend or however you want to do it, but keeping that list of 100 things. So there you go. That's the tip, and I'll be back for another video sometime. Who knows when?